You ever feel like everyone is talking about AI and you somehow miss the memo on how it all works? Well, you're in the right place. Today, we are pulling out the 5 most important pages from Google's own AI playbook, the key things that most beginners just skip right over. Okay, let's get into it.
So, this number? $49. That's what it costs to take Google's official AI Essentials course. And yeah, it's a 5-hour commitment, you get a certificate, the whole deal. But what if I told you that you could get the absolute most important lessons right here in the next few minutes for free?
Because that's exactly what we're going to do. We went through the entire course for you, and we've distilled it all down to the 5 most critical takeaways. Think of this as your personal cheat sheet for getting up to speed on AI, like right now.
First up, you've got to know your tools. You know, it's kind of like being in the kitchen. You wouldn't use a blender to make toast, right? Well, the same exact logic applies to AI. There are 3 main flavors of AI tools, and knowing which one to grab is the key to getting what you actually want.
So first, you've got your standalone tools. These are probably the ones you've heard of. Think ChatGPT for writing stuff, or Midjourney for making incredible images. You just go to their website or open their app, you use them, and that's it. Super simple, super direct.
Next, we have integrated AI, and this one is all about convenience. This is the AI that lives inside the software you're already using every single day. So you can forget about that whole clunky copy-paste dance between Google Docs and some chatbot. You can just ask the AI to improve your writing right there. It makes your workflow so much smoother. And finally, there's custom AI. Now, these are the specialists. They're built from the ground up to do one specific and usually pretty complex job. A great example is the sepsis detector used at Johns Hopkins. It literally saves lives. And while that sounds super technical, the real magic of a well-designed custom AI is that for the person actually using it, it feels incredibly simple.
Okay, our second takeaway is basically a secret weapon for getting way better AI results. And it's all about spelling things out. See, we humans, we're amazing at reading between the lines. We get the subtext, the things that aren't said. AI, not so much. It needs everything on the page.
Does this sound familiar? You ask an AI for something, and what you get back is just so boring, so generic. It's super frustrating, right? Well, the problem is almost always something called implied context. Think about it. If your vegetarian friend asks for a restaurant recommendation, you're not going to suggest a steakhouse. That's obvious to you, but you need to make it just as obvious to the AI.
And just look at the difference this makes. The generic prompt, you're going to get generic advice you could find anywhere online. But that detailed prompt, wow! You're giving it all that juicy context, your past raise, your performance, the industry average, your specific goal. You're not just getting advice anymore, you're getting a personalized strategy session.
Our third tip is so simple, it honestly feels like cheating. Just give the AI an example of what you want. In the fancy AI world, this is called shot prompting, and it is your absolute best friend for getting the exact style and format you're looking for. Yeah, this table breaks it down perfectly. Shot is just a fancy word for example. So 0 shot means no examples. You're basically flying blind. 1 shot gives the AI 1 example, kind of like giving it a compass. But few shot, where you give it 2 or more examples, that's like giving it a full GPS with multiple destinations. The lesson here is simple. The more good examples you feed it, the smarter it gets. All right, so what do you do with those really big, complex, intimidating tasks? Well, our fourth takeaway is the classic divide and conquer strategy. It's called chain of thought prompting, and it's all about breaking a big problem down into smaller, manageable pieces.
And look, the official course puts it really simply. When you give the AI a step-by-step process, it helps it stay on track and gives you much better, more consistent results. It's like giving someone a recipe instead of just saying bake a cake and, hoping for the best.
Let's make this super practical. Say you're writing a cover letter. Instead of asking for the whole thing at once, you build it together, piece by piece. First, you work with the AI just on that opening paragraph, that perfect hook. Once you love it, you feed that back to the AI and ask it to write the body. Then you do the same for the closing. It becomes a collaboration, and the final product is just so much stronger.
Our final takeaway is honestly maybe the most important one of all. To be a really smart AI user, you have to know what it can't do. I mean, AI is an absolutely incredible tool, but it's not magic, and it is definitely not perfect.
First, let's talk about bias. An AI is only as good as the data it was trained on. And if that data is limited, well, its worldview is going to be limited too. Basically, its output reflects its input. So if an image AI was only trained on, say, minimalist art, it's going to have a really hard time creating a flashy, over-the-top design. Second,
You have to remember that AI has a kind of amnesia about the very recent past. The best way to think about it is like a textbook that was printed last year. It's full of great stuff, but it has no idea what happened yesterday. Most AIs have a knowledge cutoff date, so if you need info on breaking news, you'll have to look somewhere else. And finally, we have the most infamous limitation of all, hallucinations. This is when an AI just confidently makes things up. It can invent facts, cite articles that don't exist, and give you totally wrong information with a completely straight face. Now, for creative brainstorming, that's fine. But for anything important, your health, your money, your career, you have to treat AI output with a healthy dose of skepticism. Always, always verify.
So, let's wrap this all up. This is your new AI playbook. First, know your tools, standalone, integrated, and custom. Second, master your prompts by giving context and providing examples. Third, conquer big tasks by breaking them down. And finally, be a truly savvy user by understanding its limitations, the biases, the knowledge gaps, and those pesky hallucinations. You know, when you start putting these ideas into practice, the whole game changes. You stop being someone who's just barking commands at a machine, and you start becoming a true partner, a real collaborator with one of the most powerful tools ever invented. The tool is here. The real question is, how are you going to use it?